Welcome guys. In this new video, it's not actually new. I published those as shorts before and yeah, they, some people were quite interested in them, in those kind of combinations. They're not from real games, but from those tiny and cute books. It's like masterpieces of chess composition. So chess compositions like, yeah, those made up puzzles and problems to solve, mostly finding the move to win or the move to draw. In this position, we are playing white and we have to win. Yeah, I think those videos deserve to be put in the video, those kind of positions, and not only in the short, where, yeah, they're very difficult sometimes and people really are interested in the solution. And of course, it's like impossible to reply to all of the people in the comments. So I think they deserve really the video with the explanation on how to solve them. So if you want to think about it, I will link the short in the description, but you can of course also pause the video trying to find out the solution. It's like multiple moves, so it's not just mate in one or something. It's like really spanning, yes, 5, 6, 7 moves most of the time. Yeah, go ahead, pause the video, or of course continue watching, and I'll show you how to solve this one. So for white, there's only one move. We have the knight and the bishop, but of course we can't really checkmate the king. We can't capture the queen straight away, so we have our biggest asset, the 2 pawns, protected by our light pieces, and we ideally promote one of them. And by doing that, we can take here, the queen can simply take, but we can play g6. Now, black has multiple responses. One of them, the main one, is taking on g6. Now, of course, taking on g7 will result in the same. The queen can simply take the knight, the queen can take the pawn, whatever, there's no threat, but we can attack the queen by playing h7. So now, of course, the queen could take the knight, then we can promote and we are one piece up and win the game. Or the queen can take the pawn. This is also our first line we're looking at. And now how do we win the game? It seems pointless, right? Black is even a pawn up, and we play queen against the 2 minor pieces, but there's a way to win, and that is taking on g6, because now the queen is attacked again, and she cannot take because of the fork, giving a check and winning the queen after. So the only move is that we can check all of this h file. Those are protected by the king, this is covered by the pawn, this is covered by the bishop, by the knight, and by the knight. So the only move is g8. So now, interesting move. The only move, you have to find it, is knight to d6, the check. Now we have the king. The king can't go to b5 because of the knight. This is covered by the pawn on a3. He can't go to b3 because then we can give a check and we win the queen and we are up a knight and win the game. So the king has to go to d4. This is also covered by the bishop. This is covered by the pawn. And d5, same result with the check on the bishop. So d4, now another check by the knight. And now there are actually two moves. The first one, going back to c4. And now we give the check anyway, attacking the queen and the king at the same time. So basically the queen has to take now. And now we give the check on d6 and we win the queen. If we jump back to knight f5, the different move here is, instead of c4, what we have seen just now, to d5. And of course, if you go to any of this move is covered by the knight, and those is like a discovered check, we would move, let's say, the king here, knight to e7 check, and we win the queen. So the only move is d5, the other move. And now we have the fork as well. So that's the solution for this one. But of course, there is a different start to it. If we go back to the beginning, after g6, of course, there is this move, taking the h-pawn. But now the same story, we take the h-pawn, and now the queen can't take back because it's protected by the bishop. Let's say the queen goes to take the knight, then we simply promote, have one piece up. And basically with any other move, like let's say queen to b8, we're also going to promote. And we're also a piece up. So the next move possible after g6, if we have covered the h-file, which is all protected after taking on h7, but what if we move the queen now out of the way on the 8th rank? For example, f8. But then the same story, we are going to promote. So the only other move might be, for example, queen to b8, then still the same story. And now the difference is we can give a check on b2 if black is hoping to drag out the game by finding checks and drawing. But if we go king to h3, then there's no move anymore for black. White will promote, and we are simply up 2 pieces at least. Or maybe black can attack 1 piece and we promote, then we're up 1 piece, and the game is won as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I love those positions, I love sharing them. See you in the next video and enjoy your day.